Welcome to the 23rd episode of my Crusader Kings II The Old Gods gameplay. Today we're basically just going to continue as we did last time. We'll probably attack the Byzantines and take these two counties here, probably these two. I'll probably also attack the Seljuks and consolidate here. Raskia, simply to get an empire that has a continual stretch. I'll have to see, and I'll probably just consolidate Hungary as well if I actually go ahead and take the Seljuk lands around. It isn't really that much. Also, it will probably be in this or the next episode that we will be able to declare a Great Holy War for Germany, just to see how that mechanic works. I'm pretty sure it works the same as Crusades, but seeing as I am the only Norse ruler, I believe there are no Norse rulers that are independent except me. It is probably simply a casus belli I can use for myself to take much land at once, so that should probably be nice. But I'll just get around playing, try and take some lands, and yeah, while I'm at it, I'm just going to go ahead and declare holy war for Raskia straight away. I believe my guys should be able to handle Italy here. We'll take Croatia. So I'll probably declare war for these counties simply to start a drift of Croatia here, and that's basically the plan for this episode. I'll just go straight on with it. I'm actually just gonna ahead and declare a holy war. I decided to do so since the Byzantines actually had a huge army here in one of my counties where these guys are already standing and waiting. So I should probably be able to deal with them quite quickly. I've simply just used the archers here to siege this county, and I don't really think they should have any problems with just taking Raskia on their own. As you can see, it's so nearly already done. Italy war is won. Yeah, the All of Lesser Poland won. We now own these counties as well. It's actually the guy that I want to that's supposed to inherit the empire should I die before my age, but seeing as the guy is actually older than I am, I'll probably find someone else sooner or later, but for now he will be more or less set up as the heir, and that should probably get interesting, I guess. As you can see, we are slowly consolidating land here. In Greece we have a huge Scandinavia now. Huge letters. Land here are also being consolidated by my vassals, so Aquitaine will probably be under my control before I can declare holy war for it, or a great holy war. Italy too will also probably be the victim of a great holy war, and Leon is also making themselves a victim soon enough. Probably a holy war for them, and then I'll holy war for the rest of the island, I guess. I'll have to see how I'll do it. It depends on how much Leon actually get on their color, so to speak, before I can launch an attack on them. If they're actually good enough to take all of the isle, which would indeed be preferable, I will do a great holy war for Andalusia first, and then Leon. And yeah, these or probably Aragon, Leon, and Portugal here, or Portugal will just be taken out by holy warring. Right now there are 3 targets, as you can see, for where I'm going to take the Great Holy Wars: Germany, Italy, and Andalusia. And I'll have to see where else. Probably Egypt, Jerusalem, Syria, Anatolia. Probably not Greece, as it will probably be already taken by me by the time I can declare a holy war for that. So I'll just keep on warring against the Byzantines. As you could see, their armies aren't really any match for my heavy infantry unit, and that's probably a good thing for me at least. So I'll just hand out the lands that I just conquered. They actually been looted, these two. So yeah, I'm lessening myself when it comes to looting targets, but it doesn't really matter. I can always find someone else to loot for gold. I don't really have any problems with it right now. Also notice that Byzantines have their own forces down here, so I'm going to send my guys down there. I actually started with a minus 38 because they had actually taken these in another war. I guess. So yeah, that's just plain annoying. Going to send out the ships. Yeah, the Merchant Republic has enough on their own, so I'm just going to go ahead and deal with this fast, and hopefully we will be able to win this war without too much problems. As you can see, things are looking up right now. The Byzantines just lost 10,000 men, and I lost about 1,000 when they attacked me, and right now I'll just allow these guys to stand here and siege these countries. They'll probably try and attack me again. The war score is mostly simply due to them holding their holdings. I'm sieging up here right now, and also these guys decided to rise up, so I'll have to deal with them some way or another. I believe just raising these guys should be more than enough to solve the little problem I have, and hopefully, yeah, 20k men should be enough. And as you can see, there aren't really any big problems right now. I could probably have declared war on the Seljuks and used Levi's to actually take care of them, but I decided not to because I don't really want to have any independence wars or anything, give them an extra reason to join the factions. So I will avoid doing that, and I believe most of my guys actually have Gavelkind. Yeah, most of them have Gavelkind, so I don't really care if some of them gains a couple of duchies. It all solves itself in 2 or 3 generations, so yeah, as I said, the Scandinavian empires are actually quite easy to keep a hold of because they are Gavelkind mostly, and that allows me to easily it will mean that I don't have to actually keep a balance of power myself. It will actually sort itself out. As you can see during my how long I was playing in 222 years or so, I haven't really had what you can say any real problems. I had some problems, but not anything major, so yeah. And there it happened. We now have the Kingdom of Ireland. There it is. We have a Scandinavian Kingdom of Ireland. That's not bad. Lithuania is coming on in 19 years, and yeah, Pomerania and Poland still a while. Wales, not that long. As you can see, things will look up. I will probably start conquering now, even though it's still a little bit early. Simply because things will start to join in under my empire, which means independence guys will be less and less, seeing as they actually need to hold land outside of the Jur, Scandinavia, if they want to be part of the independence revolt, or they have to have a culture that's culture or religion, I believe, that's different than mine. So I don't really have anything to worry about, I guess. So plan is basically take Hungary and Croatia, and then we'll wait for the Holy War, and then we'll take it from there. I've also totally forgot to hand out the lands, so I'm going to do it right now. The Byzantines just realized that this war wasn't really worth it. I still want to allow time to pass a little bit. They actually declared a crusade for Hungary. This is the Pope declared a crusade for Hungary. This is something that they will not be capable of doing, and as I just wanted to simply lower the troops a bit to weaken them, yeah, that's probably enough. We will accept your surrender for Slavonia, and now we are connected twice. Next war will probably be against the Seljuks, simply to take Pex here. I believe these two are part of Pex, these two are part of another duchy entirely. I should probably check. Yeah, we'll actually war for Esztergom first, as it's a 3-county duchy here, and then we'll war for Pex later. And then we'll probably war the Byzantines for these two, and then that one. So it could get interesting to see how things keep up. I'm just going to send my guys up here, and as I've forgotten to deal with this, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I just noticed that there actually an Hungarian liberation revolt in the Seljuk lands, so this is actually a good time to declare war on them. If Hungary is actually liberated by rebels, it should probably open up an opportunity for me to to actually take advantage of that and take the counties that I want, and sorry for my little stutter, I had to think. Not take the counties that I want. It will make for an easier or faster unification of Hungary under my lands, so that could be interesting. Serbia started drifting into the Empire of Scandinavia. Bulgaria still refuses. Yeah, so probably started to drift into their own little empire or becoming no de jure empire at all. So I'll still have to wait until they are back at 0, and then I can start to actually put them into my own little empire. I can actually create the Crown of Ireland now if I should so desire, but I don't really have any use for it. Yeah, Frisia has also started to drift, 11 years. King of Brittany, 7 years, so yeah, things are looking up good. The Empire of Hispania is actually getting something down here, so it could be interesting to see how things turn up in the end. And as I said, I'll actually have to deal with these guys, and then we will go ahead and declare war on the Seljuks. Shouldn't probably take too long to deal with these guys. There aren't really that many of them left. There we go. First battle. One more battle should be enough, or should do it for us. Yeah, I actually have to take one more. It's still annoying that you actually have to bump them back and forth. Also, I'd also prefer it if once this uprising actually get up, that you could have a choice to delegate it to your vassals. That you actually say that the vassals of the Kingdom of Bavaria, if you want to keep your titles, you have to rise up against the revolt. Take down the revolters yourself, so to speak, instead of forcing me to deal with it. And although I should probably get a modifier now, plus 25 or plus 50 or something for beat down a major revolt or something. Let's have a look. Yeah, doesn't seem like anything happened, so I guess it's just regular uprisings then. I held too many duchies. Let's see, Saxony. Yeah, I actually inherited Saxony and forgot to hand it out, so I'll just go ahead and do that straight away. I believe this is the Duchy of Saxony. Give it to this kid. I believe he has no claim whatsoever, so Earldom of Saxony, there you go. And now I can go ahead and declare war on the Seljuks for part of Hungary. Esztergom, there we go. War declared, and should probably be an easy one, even though the Seljuks have a lot of troops. These guys will deal with the Seljuk troops, basically, and hopefully things won't be too troublesome. There we go, the Seljuks have basically been beaten. Didn't really take that much, 14% in battles. They had a 20k stack, I believe, in the beginning, or they had a 17k, 7k. So now it's just 700 men they have left. They actually were able to attack this one before I could stop them, so that's a little bit too bad. But still, with the Seljuks main stack beaten, they could probably end up causing some trouble. So hopefully they'll be able to do that, and we'll just stick around. I'll have my troops in the area, as I'll probably be able. They'll probably be needed soon enough. So these guys will go there. These guys will take a little raid around here. Probably move down along the line here. Go to the bases. Raid them a little bit, and I'll basically stay quiet now for the next 9 years or so until I can declare a great holy war myself. It would seem that my guys will actually take Aquitaine much faster than anticipated. They're actually taking a county here, Bordeaux, along with Toulouse, so yeah, this could get interesting to look at. Also, I believe they are taking Tours, but other than that, they haven't taken anything yet, but probably soon, I would suppose. Lands are being handed out. I just have to hand out the duchies and then we'll be done. On that, as I said, the plan is simply to wait until I can actually declare holy war myself. Then I'll do it. And I find it good that Lyon is actually being able to do their own Reconquista, even though it looked like everything would go down for them. But it would seem the Abbasids and not the Abbasids, the Empire the Arabian Empire is basically breaking now, and that's actually quite historical, I guess, so I can't really complain about that. It's interesting to see that thing actually work out. My guy just got Viking, which is a trait that gives some bonuses, so that's nice, and it should probably make sure that there won't be any independence revolts anytime soon. So that's pretty great, actually. We just acquired another chest, so it's nice to see that they're actually still around, and hopefully we will get another key and something else than just crumbling parchment. Also, it would seem that peasant revolts and liberation revolts are on the high again, so I'll just deal with them. Shouldn't really be too much of a problem. I actually just got a nickname of my own, Hawkiee the Confessor, so that's kind of fun, I guess, but my people has pretty much stayed quiet the last year. I dealt with the revolts. I'm currently raiding around here now. My army is just marching to Permisl, and we'll raid down the Seljuks here, then probably go by the bases and raid down here, prepare for the truce to end, and then declare another war. I'll also have to try and look for someone else to inherit, as this guy is also old, so it will leave problems to allow him to inherit simply because he's old, and that could lead to independence wars straight after each other, which would be a pain. Hopefully I'll be able to avoid that, and for now it's just happy raiding, I guess. So that's the plan. Another one of the axe events where you find a purple sheened axe with a +2 that gives you 2 martial. Can't really complain about it, as my guy is actually getting better. I believe he started out with a 4 martial or something around that, so getting 3 without having it as a ambition is not too bad, and hopefully he'll find more axes sooner or later. This is my defense retinue with the pikemen and archers. I'm just going to have them just stand and raid, basically. They should be able to defend themselves against pretty much anything, so I don't have to pay attention to them all the time, and other than that, there aren't really much happening right now. I'm just wandering around waiting for the year to turn 1100, and once that happens we will have our Great Holy War. Yeah, my guys have just created kind of a pickle, I guess. I didn't want to go eastwards, but these guys have actually just started carving out their own little lands here. There's been a revolt for Ruthenia, and we'll probably end up having to fight the Muslims here on their own turf, which will be a pain in the ass to deal with. Or not the Muslims, sorry, the hordes, the Timurids if they appear, and the Golden Horde. So the Ilkhanate and all that, we'll probably have to fight them over there. So basically I will have to conquer everything here before then and have it relatively stable, and then place my retinues over here, because landing them here and having them walk over will take forever. So basically, once they actually appear, they will claim a kingdom, Turkestan, Khiva, Cumania, Perm, anything, I believe. So I'll probably have to give up that kingdom and then fight back, so to speak. So that will be the plan, and hopefully these guys will not take too much land. And the easiest way to actually get someone to stop me right now is to raise this guy's boats. And yeah, I'm also dealing with the Germans. They didn't like it that I was raiding them, so yeah, I had to eliminate the stack before it actually caused trouble. Had both my stacks work on that. These guys will be dropped off here, and they'll have to walk up to the area of importance, so to speak, and then they'll deal with I will simply grant a claim. I don't really care who ends up with who, as long as it's part of the family, as you might have noticed by now. So that's not too much to worry about. Just have some guys as generals. There we go. Deal with the rebelling annoyance, so to speak, and hopefully my guys won't really start expanding too much to the west. No, east, sorry. I don't really care if they expand to the west, as there are limits to how far they can go. They seem to have stopped for now, and that's good enough. For now I'll just deal with the revolts and do some more raiding. Unsurprisingly, their crusade actually failed. And I can't really say I'm surprised. They are under pressure from me, and themselves are basically infighting. Leon or Italy is probably two strong states right now. Germany I will probably overrun in just a month or three once the Holy War comes. And the Seljuks are pretty big of their own. They have little land here and they have the steppes. They don't really need that much to create their own little, what should I call it, corridors, so that's easy enough. I want to see culture-wise, there is actually one Norse culture down here, and otherwise, as you can see, Swedish, Norwegian, and Danish is spreading in the real Scandinavia, while Norse is taking over outside. So once 1150 comes, I believe I can turn it around again. So we'll have to wait until then and see how we'll deal with it. It is time for round 2 against the Byzantines, and just to make it simple so that I can actually use boats in the future, I will declare a conquest of, what's it called? Yeah, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. It would probably end up in more terrible pronunciation than I usually do, so we'll just conquest it, and I will send these guys down here. These guys will do some sieging. These guys will actually go down here and attack the Byzantines troops as soon as we see them. I don't know if I can declare on the Seljuks yet. I don't believe so. No, I have to wait a few months. Then we will take this one. And probably that one, and that one. So 4-1 wars, and Hungary will be under our control. The Byzantines actually gave it rather quickly. I simply had to see this one. They only held the bishopric and the county capital. Other than that, the Seljuks hold. And also I see 3 things in this one. And then they actually gave up, even though there are no sign of an internal struggle whatsoever. So I find that kind of surprising. Perhaps this is what's a county war, I don't know. Anyways, I will actually hang on to this county until I've taken the rest from the Seljuks. I'll just get my troops in position and prepare for a small war against the Seljuks too. Holy War for Pax has just been called on the Seljuks, and will basically just be these guys, and these guys will be sieging, and these ones will probably just be standing here and keep watching, handle troops that comes our way like these guys. It's quite troublesome actually that we have these counties up here because they can actually siege them now. So we'll probably have to solve that later. We'll probably take Ruthenia and Rus and add them to our collection. I really have no other kind of way to solve it, I guess. So that's the plan, it seems. But I'll have to see how I'll handle things elsewhere, since taking that will give me quite the big empire that's not the Jur, which will lead to very bad independence revolts. So hopefully this guy lives at least until Lithuania is scored. We'll have to see. This guy will perhaps be the next one if I am able to teach him right. He has a 6 diplomacy at the year of 9. It will be preferable if strong, quick, or genius, but still haven't seen too many of those. So could be fun if actually the kid gets real good. So we'll have to wait and see. Didn't take too long for Seljuks to give up either, and just like that we have now we're making our letters a bit bigger, and more or less most of Hungary is under our control. It's just the border region here that's missing, and we should probably take that soon enough. 13 more years until Lithuania joins us. A bit more for Poland and the other ones. Still, things are actually looking up. There haven't really been any factions that have been causing troubles. As you can see, there's not even an independence faction at all. So this guy is really doing it. People are loving him, I believe. Yeah, most of them are, at least. Just 4 people below 50 that 50 positive, and you actually need to be below 60 positive, I believe, to actually join anything at all. So yeah, that's kind of fun. But still, this will probably be it for this episode. I will basically hand out the titles, then end it. And so I want to thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, some praise, criticism, and really anything really, you know the drill. And next time we'll hopefully be able to declare our first holy war. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.